The biomechanics of flight, how birds defied gravity. To look up at a bird in flight is to witness a direct contradiction of the laws of nature. For millions of years, gravity has bound the creatures of Earth to the soil. Yet, effortlessly, birds shatter this bond. They don't just slip past gravity, they conquer it. How did a branch of theropod dinosaurs achieve what humans could only mimic with thousands of pounds of steel? The answer is written in a radical anatomical reconstruction. Every single organ, every bone, and every microscopic cell of a bird is part of an evolutionary pact dedicated entirely to aerodynamic efficiency. Welcome to the Avian Files. Today, we peel back the skin and muscle to explore how the avian body was hollowed out, rewired, and supercharged for the skies. If you were to hold the skeleton of an eagle, you would be shocked by its weightlessness. Evolution achieved this through pneumatization, creating air-filled bones. Inside, these bones are reinforced by an internal network of struts, a honeycomb structure that provides maximum structural integrity with absolute minimum weight. Even their limbs adapt to the sky. Their wing bones end in a fused, three-fingered hand, while their legs form a sharp, Z-like shape, acting as natural shock absorbers for the impact of landing. But lifting that body requires brute force. Enter the keel, a massive extension of the breastbone. This is the anchor point for the engine room of flight, the pectoralis major and the supracoracoideus muscles, which can make up nearly 40% of a bird's total weight. To solve the puzzle of how a chest muscle pulls a wing upwards, evolution designed a biological pulley system. The supracoracoideus muscle sits on the breast, but its tendon loops upward through a canal in the shoulder, crossing the furcula, the wishbone, which flexes like a spring with every stroke. When this muscle contracts, it pulls down to lift the wing up, keeping the bird's center of gravity perfectly stable. Flight demands immense, relentless energy. To fuel it, birds developed a revolutionary unidirectional airflow system. Assisted by 9 thin air sacs acting as biological bellows, air moves through their lungs in one continuous direction. It takes 2 complete cycles of inhalation and exhalation for a single breath to pass through a bird's body. On the first breath in, the air bypasses the lungs to fill the rear air sacs. As the bird breathes out, those sacs compress, forcing that oxygen-rich air directly into the lungs. On the second breath, the air moves into the front sacs, and with the final breath out, it is expelled. The mind-blowing result? The lungs receive a continuous, uninterrupted stream of pure, oxygen-rich air during both inhalation and exhalation. This extraordinary efficiency allows them to soar at 33,000 feet, allowing the bar-headed goose to fly directly over the peaks of Mount Everest, where human lungs utterly fail. To maintain this high metabolism, birds lost their heavy jaws and teeth to keep flight stable. Instead, they moved their grinding mechanism inside their torso, separating it into a 2-chambered system: the crop, the glandular stomach, and the gizzard. The crop stores the fuel, while the glandular stomach drenches it in digestive juices. Then, the hypermuscular gizzard, filled with swallowed stones, acts as internal teeth, pulverizing tough food right at the bird's center of mass. Where dietary niches demand it, this architecture adapts in bizarre ways. In the Amazon, the Hoatzin bird survives entirely on leaves because its enormous crop has evolved into a multi-chambered microbial fermentation tank, operating like the stomach of a cow. Meanwhile, the lammergeier vulture swallows massive bone fragments whole, thicker than a human wrist, relying on a stomach that secretes acids far more powerful than battery acid to completely dissolve them. When we look at a bird, we are witnessing a beautifully synchronized biological masterpiece. From a highly developed nervous system processing split-second decisions to the hollow bone that complements the powerful muscle. The relentless lungs fuel the soaring metabolism. Every single system is locked in an evolutionary symphony, fine-tuned over millions of years so they could inherit the sky. Thank you for watching the Avian Files. If you enjoyed this journey, please subscribe, leave a comment, and join us next time as we unlock more secrets of the sky.